Hey everyone, I wanted to start off this video just by saying thank you so much for all of your support and your positive comments and likes on my videos this past year. Today I'm filming my Christmas plan with me, and the first video that I filmed for this YouTube channel was a Christmas plan with me last December. So it's been a great year and I'm really appreciative of all of the love and support that you guys are sending me. For this plan with me, I am mostly going to be using scrapbook paper from this Mambi Sheets pack called Joyful. And instead of using planner stickers, I'm going to be using some stamps as check boxes in a little bit of a different way than you've seen me use them before. So let's get started. I'm going to start out by laying down some of the foundational layers, like covering up this sidebar. I don't need to use it for the week of Christmas. You could also, of course, use this note section for several different things like financial tracking or auto maintenance, grocery lists. I have a whole video about different ways to use your sidebars if you want to check that out. And then for this week, I'm not really a big fan of this kind of like cream color in the weekend section, so I'm going to be covering that up with scrapbook paper. Since this is Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I will not have a ton of to-do tasks, so it will be okay if this has patterned scrapbook paper on it. Cutting out birds of paper and pretending they would live. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I normally like to cover up these headers, but because the red color works well with the theme that I have for this week, I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I'm laying down the base layers first and then working my way up to the top. And I'm going to add some washi tape down here at the bottom. Add a little bit of sparkle to the page. Now this paper pack also comes with this paper that kind of reminded me of like cranberries or ornaments because of the circular red shape. So I've taken this washi with Christmas trees and I cut out a few of the circular shapes, and then I added the Christmas trees on top of the scrapbook paper. Now I'm going to start working on the weekdays. So because Christmas Eve and Christmas are on the weekend, I still have to go to school and work and get things done, so I'm going to need plenty of white space on here for me to write down all of my tasks, but I also want to add pops of color. So to do this, I am going to be using little check boxes. So I just took some white cardstock and I took a stamp and I stamped these check boxes in lines on here. And I'm going to be gluing these on here so that there's still a pop of color, but I can still use this space in my planner. And in addition, for those spots that I don't have these boxes in, I'm going to be adding these little checkbox bars to the side, and then I can just write out the text here. But once again, this is bringing color into the weekday, so it's not just white, but it's still usable. What's great about this too is that because I'm not stamping directly into my planner, if I make a mistake, I can just cut out a new piece of scrapbook paper and redo the stamping, because I personally am not that great at stamping. And I do make a lot of mistakes. Make sure that you allow these to dry before gluing them on, because you do not want this to smear all over your happy planner. So to kind of add variation to the colors, I'm trying to mix up these task boxes or the task flags using different scrapbook paper for some of them and then alternating them. And down here, because I have a holiday party in the evening, I'm only going to do half of the task box, so I just cut it in half. So these are clear stickers, but because you can't really see them, if I were to just put it right here, I put it onto a separate piece of scrapbook paper which has more of a solid line, and I'm using it to mark off Christmas morning when I'm going over to my parents' house to spend Christmas morning with them, my brothers. Christmas Eve, because I usually go to or spend Christmas Eve with my mom's family, and then for Christmas evening or Christmas afternoon, usually go to my grandma's house, so I'll just leave a little tag here to write down the time that we're going over there at. And I made this insert out of some of the scrapbook paper from the kit. So I noticed that this upper corner was kind of missing the red from the plaid, so I'm going to be adding it up over here to kind of balance the colors. And I added this little leaf down here, so I'm going to add it up in the corner as also to balance that. And then I also have these stickers, which are I also put onto the scrapbook paper. I hope this video gave you some ideas for how to not just decorate your planner for Christmas, but throughout the year using different materials like scrapbook paper or stickers or washi, or even making your own task boxes using things like cardstock and stamps and scrapbook paper. So if you'd like to see more planner ideas, please check out my Instagram at personalizedmyplanner. And I would love to hear about your holiday traditions. It doesn't have to be Christmas, but what do you traditionally do around the holidays that may be unique to your family? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next Saturday. Bye!